Hello, this is your guide for Thursday, June 4th in Work Packet 6. At the end of the video, we'll listen to Pete the Cat and his big lunch on Epic Books. But let's do our work first. We'll start with our printing, and we're going to write our name in our nicest letters here. So if your name was Abigail, you would put it like this. How about Abby? I know a girl named Abby. Nicest letters like that. And your name isn't Abby, so you need to put your real name there so I know who did the work. And we're practicing the number 3 today and how to write it. So we're going to follow the directions. Number 1, start here, go up, touch the line, curve to the middle, curve around to the bottom, and come up. And same thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And down here again, start from the top. Start from the top. And now we're going to try it again on our own. Finger space. Finger space. And fill up the line. Finish that line. And finish these lines too. Remember your finger space. And fill up those lines, and then down here, this is how you spell the number 3 as a word. T H R E E. T H R E E. And then down here, you're going to try it on your own. T H R E E. Finger space. T H R E E. And finish the rest of the line. Remember, in this box, there's 10 squares, and it's the number 3, so we have 1, 2, 3 dots. Okay, let's move on to our daily language review. And we're talking about the words small, smaller, and smallest.
Iona, are you in the building?
Daily language review. Look at the pictures, read the words. I see a dog, and the word is small. I see a mouse, and the word is smaller because it's smaller than a dog, and a snail, and smallest because it's the smallest one out of the 3. So I'll write small, smaller, or smallest in each sentence. Then read the sentence. So number 1, a snail is the blank animal. It's the smallest animal. So let's write that here. A snail is the smallest animal. Number 2, a mouse is blank than a puppy. A mouse is smaller than a puppy. And number 3, a puppy is a blank animal. A small animal. When I got my puppy, she could fit in my hand. In one hand, I could hold her. And now she's huge, 80 pounds. Can barely pick her up anymore. Look at the pictures. Use small, smaller, or smallest to write a sentence. Okay, what do we got? We got a baby, a bunny, and a chick. Why don't we say a chick is smaller than a baby? Down here. Uppercase at the start of every sentence. A chick is smaller than a baby. Period. There we go. That looks good. A chick is smaller than a baby. Okay, story time. And it's trash time. Like garbage. Trash. please read the story and answer the questions. And in this story, you'll hear the sh sound at the end of a lot of words. Sh, like trash, trash, and dish, like a plate, and fish, like a fish. And let's look at the picture. I see a garbage can and it's open and there's lots of stuff in there. Number one, what was it time for? Number two, what did Tish find first? What did Tish find first? Number three, what was Tish's wish? Let's read it. Trash time. It was time for the trash to get picked up. Tish saw that there was a dish in the trash. The dish had a fish on it. Then Tish saw a brush. Tish did not want the brush. Next, she saw cash in the trash. Tish had a wish that the trash would not be picked up. The wish came true, and Tish made a dash for the cash. Okay, question one. What was it time for? It was time for the trash to get picked up. So we're going to write it just like that, except with an uppercase at the start. It was time for the trash, that means garbage, to get picked up, probably by the garbage truck. To get picked up, period. Number two, what did Tish find first? What's the first thing she found? Tish saw that there was a dish in the trash. A dish. Uppercase A. The first thing she saw was a dish. Period. Number three, what was Tish's wish? The dish had fish on it. Then Tish saw a brush. She did not want the brush. Next, she saw cash in the trash. Tish had a wish that the trash would not be picked up. So that the trash would not be picked up so she can get the money. Uppercase. Her wish is that the trash would not, we're out of room, so we'll go down here, be picked up, period. Okay, good. Let's go on to math time. We'll talk about addition and subtraction, please. Remember I told you addition and subtraction, it's like they're brother and sister. They're related, and we're going to find out how we can use that to help us with our math. So, looking up here, relating addition and subtraction. 125 plus 239 equals 364. And if you look at these numbers, 364 and 125, if we do take away 364, take away 125, it equals 239. That's why it's a family. Now down here, 239 plus 125 equals 364. So if we do 364, take away 239, it will equal 125. So that means 125, 239, and 364 are in a family, because you can mix up the numbers in different ways and you're going to know what the answer will be. Use the given number sentences to find the answers. So I did number 23 for you, and it gave us 84 plus 237 equals 321. And for A, 237 plus 84, it equals 321, because these numbers were just flipped. but the answer will still be the same. And for B, 321 take away 84 equals 237. So the answer, take away the first number, equals the second number. So I didn't even have to do the work. Okay, I don't need to do the work. I just need to think about the family because I already have the first question done. Let's see, 24. 503 take away 276 equals 227. So A, 227, this one, plus 226, this one, we know it's going to equal 503. We don't even need to check because it's a family. B, 503, the first number. Yeah, let's erase it so we can see a little bit more clearly. 503, take away 227. We know it's going to equal 276. Now, just to be sure, and I know it's right, but I'm going to show you anyway. Let's double check. 503, take away 227. 3 take away 7, can't do it, can't borrow from 0. Cross out the 5, turns to 4. Cross out the 0, turns to 10. Cross out the 10, turns to 9. Cross out the 3, turns to 13. 13 take away 7 equals 6. 9 take away 2 equals 7. 4 take away 2 equals 2. 276. Okay? We don't need to do the work because it's a math family. I'm going to do 25, and then you'll do 26 by yourself. But you can see it's not that hard. It's actually really easy because they've given us the first answer. So 25. 413 take away 165 equals 248. So A, 165 plus 248. 165 plus 248, we know it's going to equal the first number, 413. B, 413 take away 248, we know it's going to equal 165. Okay? You tried 26 by yourself. And remember, you don't actually need to do the math. You just got to think about the addition family. They're mixing up the numbers. What will the answer be? It's going to be the leftover number, right? Okay, down here, help the children complete their tables. Then fill in the blanks. So 27 and 28, we've got Tina's score and Matthew's score. So first round, second round, and total. So in Tina's first round, she got 263 points in game A, 301 points in the second round, sorry, and her total points were 503. And then game B, first round 177, second round 413, total points 455. And game C, first round 192, second 316, total 497. And what she's asking down here, what she's saying is, I got my highest score in, so it's about the total. What's the biggest number? It's not 497, not 455, it's 503, which means that was A. That's all we got to say, in A, because that was the highest score, the biggest number. Now, Matthew down here, he's asking the same thing. I got my highest score in blank. So, A, B, or C, what's his total points? 471, 531, 604. What's the biggest number? 604. And that was game C, so we just got to write C. Okay, that one's just about reading a table and knowing which number is the biggest. Okay, not too hard. All right, next page. This is about symbols and rounding. So a symbol is like a picture, that represents a number. Symbols and rounding. Activity 1. Shells we collected. And this is very important. Here, one symbol, one picture of a shell, it actually means 2 shells, not just one. You need to know that. Very important. One picture of a shell means 2 shells. So Mark has 3 pictures of shells, but each one is 2. So 2, 4, 6. He actually has 6 shells, not 3. And let's use our skip counting. So Tanya, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shells. Carlos, 2, 4, 6, 8. And Mei Ling, 2, 4. So now we know that's the actual number of shells they have. Question number 1. How many shells does each symbol stand for? So we already know because of this. That's why it was so important to read that. Each symbol stands for 2 shells. Number 2, how many fewer shells did Mark find than Tanya? So Mark and Tanya. Here's Mark. He got 6 and Tanya got 10. So if we want to find out the difference, we need to subtract. 10 take away 6. 10 take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. So how many fewer shells did Mark find than Tanya? 4. Number 3, how many more shells did Mark and Carlos find together than Mei Ling? So Mark and Carlos, we got to add their numbers. Mark has 6, Carlos has 8. So 6 plus 8. 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So together they found 14. And we need to subtract Mei Ling because they're comparing it. Mei Ling, she got 4, so 14 take away 4. 4 take away 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 0.
Miss Yolanda Monkey and Mr. Serdad, stop it.
4 take away 4 equals 0. Drop the 1 equals 10. So how many more shells did Mark and Carlos find together than Mei Ling? 10. Okay. Activity 2. Round to the nearest hundredth. Okay. So we see there's, oops, what happened there? Let's just move it on again. Okay. So rounding to the nearest hundred, we see 100, 200, 300. And remember the rule for rounding. If we're talking about hundreds, if your number is 50 or above, you go to the next 100. So if it was 150 or more, you're going to go up to 200. If it was between 200, 300, 250 or more, you're going to go to 300. But say it was 149 or less, you would go down to here. 249 or less, you go down to 200. Okay, that's the rule for rounding. So let's take a look at these. 98 is almost 100. 98 is right about there, so it's very close to 100. Over here, 120 is almost, so 110, 120. We wouldn't round all the way to 200. We're going to go back down to 100. Because remember, it's asking us round to the nearest hundred. 151 is almost, so 151, that's more than 150, so then we go to 200. 151 is almost 200. 189 is almost, so we know 189 is right about there. It's very close to 200. Okay, I'll do 2 more, and you will do the rest. Okay. 278 is almost So 210, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's the cutoff point. 60, 70, 278 will go up to 300. And I'll do this one. 336 is almost. So we got 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350. That's the cutoff. And 336 is right about there. So we're going to go down to 300. Okay, I want you to do these two by yourself. 249 is almost what? And 303 is almost what? Okay? Show me that you know how to round to the nearest hundred. More page of math, number, and then Pete Cat. My number is 55. Okay. In the tens place, we have a 5. 5 tens equals 50. In the ones place, we have 5. 5 ones equals 5. 50 plus 5 will equal 55. Place value. In the tens place, 5. In the ones place, 5. 1 less, we go down by 1. 5 turns to 4, so 54. 1 more, the ones place will go up by 1. 5 turns to 6, so 56. Ordinal number, like a race with 100 people, you came in 55th place. You got to put the letters there. Round to the nearest 10. So now we're not talking about hundreds, it's tens. So our options could be 50 or 60. And what's in the middle of those two numbers? 55. So if your number is 55 or more, you're going to go up to 60. Our number is 55, so we round to 60. Record on a number line, 0 to 100. Each dash means 10. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And so here's 50, here's 60, and we're right in the middle. That is 55. Put a bubble on it. What my numbers look like using base 10 blocks. Let's use our place value up here. We need 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a bubble on it. And 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bubble. There you go. Plus 10. Now the tens place will go up by 1 because it's only 10. So 5 goes up to 6 and the 1s stay the same. 65. Take away 10. Now the tens go down by 1 because it's only 10. 5 turns to 4 and the 1 stays the same. 45. Odd or even. Odd numbers end with 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Even numbers end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Our number ends with a 5, so it's odd. Put a bunch of check marks here. Record a number pattern starting at your number. We'll start at 55. And 5 is a nice number. Let's go up by 5s. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. We're going up by 5. Plus 5. My number in words. 55. 50. F-I-F-T-Y dash. You need the dash. 5. F-I-V-E. 55. Okay, great work today. Now let's go to Epic Books and listen to Pete the Cat and his big lunch.
Welcome to the wonderful world of reading. In this I Can Read story, Pete the Cat, Pete's Big Lunch, you will be going on a fun adventure. Are you ready to read? Here we go. Here comes Pete. It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. Yes, Pete wants a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. He takes out a loaf of bread. He finds a yummy fish. He adds tomato and mayo. Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is missing. Pete knows what it needs. His sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. His sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. Pete looks at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. Something is missing. Pete adds ice cream. He takes 3 huge scoops. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. Pete wonders what to do. Pete thinks and thinks. I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all of his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They are all very hungry. Pete shows them his big lunch. Are you hungry? Asks Pete. Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool.
Okay, let's level up. Yes, level 7, we did it. Okay, we've read a pet for Pete. Maybe next time we can read Sir Pete the Brave. Okay. Thank you for doing your homework and watching the video and trying your best. And I hope you're taking care of yourself. It's almost summertime. Drink your water, eat your vegetables, be kind to each other, and try to be the best person you can be every single day. Okay. I will see you on tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.